Hello, happy Wednesday. I've got my audio set up a little bit different, so I hope that it's working. It looks like it's working. If it's not, then I guess I'll just re-record it again. So this is a big live meal planning session. I want to talk about a couple of different things. I'm going to be finishing up my last week of the 4-week gut protocol, my second time around. And I've also got some carb cycling at the end, so this is kind of a bonus extended meal plan because we're going to be going on our trip to Kauai soon, which I'm so excited. So let me go ahead and share with you my meal plan. So if this is your first time joining me for meal planning, I like to start with a meal plan template. You can find meal plan templates in the resource library. I have them for all the 4-week gut protocol meal plans. I have them for 80-day obsession and time nutrition. I also have them for just regular portion fix. I like to start with the template because it gives you a starting place, and then for the programs that you can move the containers around, from there you can kind of pick your recipes and move your containers around. What I started with this week is I actually started with my 4-week gut protocol. I went into meal plans and then 4-week gut protocol, and I went back to my round 1 final week menu, and I put that one in. I made a couple of changes to it and then added some things to it. So I started with that one, and the second one I looked for, I actually went back. I was looking for my last carb cycling meal plan, which I don't think I had labeled as carb cycling, but you can go into carb cycling and find all the carb cycling meal plans. But I just went into the archives because I know that we just recently did some carb cycling, and I didn't see it in the carb cycling, so I probably need to tag that so it goes in the right thing. But I did remember that it was right before we did the beach body trip, so I opened that one. So I opened up 2 meal plans, and then I started making my template for this week. So the first thing I do is I go in and I put the days, and then anything we have going on. So soccer season's about to go on pause, but I think we have one more tournament, so we've got soccer practice still. It's going to be the last day of school next Friday, so that's exciting. And then it's Memorial Day weekend, start of summer, and it's also we're also going to have a soccer tournament. And then I also added in some carb cycling things. So what I did when I pulled the carb cycling meal plan, I don't have the other one up, is I just go and I click on this box here, which selects it all, and then I right-click and then copy, and then I bring it over, and then I just paste it under there. So what I did for carb cycling, I kind of worked backwards this week. So for carb cycling, it's something that we do before vacation. It's very effective. I'm very interested to see how effective it's going to be after doing gut protocol, where I've already kind of dropped some of the bloat and things like that. So I'm expecting even better results than normal, but we'll see what happens. So I started with the day that we leave on vacation. Sometimes I make that a carb cycling day. It's kind of hard to stick with carb cycling on that day. But so I kind of started it out as a normal day, and we don't leave till the afternoon. So I'm thinking we might pack a lunch. I'm not sure, but I put some options there so I can have it. This probably sounds weird, but see, I am maybe packing some seaweed. There's the little seaweed, I don't know if you call them chips or whatever. I tried the plain ones first and was like, those are terrible, but I got the ones with the toasted sesame oil, and those are delicious. So I started there, and then I worked my way backwards. So there's a couple of different ways you can do carb cycling. You can do it where you do 2 days of carb cycling, 1 day of normal eating, or you can do 1 day of carb cycling, 2 days of normal eating. This is what I've kind of found works best for us. We do the 2 days, so then I work my way backwards. A day of carb cycling, a day of carb cycling. Yeah, I know, on Memorial Day. But it's really not that bad because I was like, oh, my husband can grill out some steak. We can grill some fish. We can grill some shrimp and vegetables. We can grill some chicken. It's not like you're eating weird, random food that you're going to be missing out on. So it will all be worth it. So 2 days of carb cycling, and then I have a normal eating day here. And I think, and I'll be finishing out 4-week gut protocol, so that'll be a 4-week gut protocol day. And then again, 2 days of carb cycling, and then the rest of the week going backwards is 4-week gut protocol. So I start with that. I pick one. My meal one is usually my shake. If you aren't into Shakeology or you're not into protein shakes, you could always do like for your purple red, you could do like a yogurt and well, I guess not really just kidding. On regular portion fix, you can do a yogurt, but that doesn't count over here. So I do that. That's my meal one every day. I pick 2 meal 2s for the week, and then I alternate those. So I had on the menu asparagus, which I usually pop into my air fryer, which I'm loving, some bacon, and I'll probably mass produce bacon on Sunday, and then I'll either pop it in the fridge or the freezer, and I also heat it up in the air fryer, gets it nice and crisp, and then so the serving for turkey bacon is 4 slices. So when I do a bacon and an egg, I'll do 1 egg and 2 slices of bacon, and then with hash browns. So I did that, and I alternated it with the blueberry overnight oats, which I still have not made, and they've always been on the menu. I usually just end up making oatmeal and putting blueberries and bananas in there, and I've enjoyed it a lot. And sometimes I'll put the nuts in there, and sometimes I'll save the nuts and move them down here for later. With some chicken maple breakfast sausage. So those are my 2 meal 2s for the week. And then for gut protocol, I've been doing like a bowl for lunch. So I've got this Asian salad bowl, the broccoli slaw. This week I didn't have broccoli slaw, and so I got like a chopped salad kit, and I like threw away the other stuff and just kept like the veggies. I didn't like it at all. So I'm going to be on the lookout for some broccoli slaw, some cucumber, some brown rice, some edamame, and then some salad dressing. So that's one of my meal ones. And then the second one, I made this pasta salad. I'd used some chickpea pasta, which is really good, with some air fried chickpeas. So yeah, double chickpeas, with just some salad mix and some artichoke hearts, and then like a little bit of olive oil. And so that's my second meal 3, and I alternated those. And then for my snacks, I picked 2 of those for the week. So I've got cucumbers. I like the little tiny cucumbers, and I just kind of slice them up and maybe sprinkle a little bit of salt on them. And then some berries and coconut yogurt. You're supposed to get the unsweetened coconut yogurt, but put a little dab of honey in there and sweeten it up before you eat it, and it's really good. And then the other thing, because I have that blue up here and the purple up here for meal 2, this just becomes 2 greens and an orange. So I did some carrots with some pickled okra, which I'm really enjoying right now, and then some pumpkin seeds. So I alternated those for the week. And then, so now I just had the meals left. So I did make the everything bagel salmon quite a few times early on in my head. My family's like, please, we're tired of it. So it's been a couple weeks, so I'm putting it back on the menu. So I'm going to do the everything bagel salmon with the asparagus. For dinner on Monday, I'm going to just make a taco salad, and since I just have a green and a red A, I'm going to do that with some lean ground meat, some lettuce, tomato, a little bit of salsa, throw it in a bowl and eat it. If you have like a red B, you could add some black beans, you could add some rice if you have a yellow A, so some different ideas there. On Tuesday, I had the fish sticks on here from 4-week gut protocol. They were okay. I made them. It was a lot of hassle. It was more hassle than it was worth to me. So I'm going to go with some catfish, and I think I'm going to make that in my air fryer with some green beans and then some french fries in the air fryer. And then Wednesday, I had made the chili lime chicken with mango salsa from Fixate, and it was really good. It also counts, it's a green and it's a red and a half of a purple. So you have to make sure that you count for that. So I could make this a little bit less, or just go over by a half purple, which is what I probably will end up doing. And then with some zucchini in the air fryer, again, delicious. And then, oh look, it looks like I've kind of mixed up some things. I've got, which is fine, I've got a BLT on gluten-free bread here for a snack. And then Thursday night is leftover night. Sometimes on Thursdays, even during the day, like today, I was like, okay, what's in the fridge that I can throw together that matches the containers? It might not exactly be what it was, but just trying to use up everything that I have. So that's what the idea behind Thursday is. And then Friday is the last day of school, and it's a carb cycling day, which means vacation is so close. So it's a carb cycling day. So you'll notice on carb cycling days, you eat, yes, less carbs and less fruit, but you're still eating a ton of food. Someone told me, like, oh no, it's almost time for vacation, time to starve myself. I'm like, no, do some carb cycling. You get to eat so much food, and then your body will be ready to go do all the fun things on vacation and all the activities, and you won't feel all tired from not eating. Eat more food. So lots of food. And for my carb cycling days, I keep them the same. All 4 days are the same, so I kind of meal prep it all. Because, yeah, I do get kind of tired of just eating the vegetables and the meat, so it's just easy. I have it portioned out. It's grab and go. I really do like the beef and butternut squash stew from 21 Day Fix, because the butternut squash counts as a green, but it tastes like a yellow. So those two are the same. And then a regular day of eating here, which would be good. Even for the soccer tournament, I'll probably pack all our food. That's what I've been doing for soccer lately, is just packing all of our food to go. And then if we eat out, I can just find something that is a vegetable and a meat. It's not that hard. And then regular day of eating. And then on Monday, Memorial Day, another 2 times of the carb cycling. Maybe having my husband do some grilling of some different things in there. And then Wednesday, we will set off for vacation. We'll have our shake in the morning. I usually pack our breakfast and we eat it on the way to the airport. I might pack a salad, or that might be something that we just get while we're there. And probably, as I'm talking, I'm probably just going to get it all there. But super excited, supersized meal plan here. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was the importance of following the 4-week gut protocol all the way for all 4 weeks, because I will say that I started off and I would do really great during the week and see some great results and be like, oh wow. And then the weekend would come, and it was, I think, Easter one time. And so I was like, oh, I got to eat my Easter favorites. I eat these once a year. And then on Monday, it'd be back to like bloating and stuff. And it's like, okay, do really good. And then it was like a birthday party. And it's like, well, it's a birthday party. So I kind of bounce back and forth. But the whole idea, and I'll give you 2 analogies, is for gut health protocol, it's not about weight loss. It's about healing your gut. So I've got maybe 3 analogies. So it's kind of like if you had like a scab and you picked your scab and it's starting to heal, and then as it's starting to heal, you picked it off again, and now it's got to start all over to heal. So, or think of you're trying to get rid of like inflammation. So think of it like a fire. You've got a fire going, the fire's dying down, it's almost dying out, and then you pour some lighter fluid on it. So now it's growing up again. And then it starts to die down, and just as it dies down, you pour some more lighter fluid on it. So now it's even bigger. So it never gets to come all the way down to a good level. Or my other analogy is it's like a balloon. So if you think of like you're bloating, and if you're blowing some air into the balloon, it's all nice and big. You start to let the air out. Take those things out of your diet that are causing the inflammation, like dairy and gluten and those sorts of things, and it starts to go down. But the minute you start putting it back up, if you kind of got down to here and then you start putting it back in, it's just going to grow again. But if you let it come all the way down and heal, if you add in a little bit, it's not going to grow very much, and then kind of let it release again. So it's all about just taking those 4 weeks. No time is going to be a perfect time. Taking those 4 weeks, sticking with the plan so that you can heal your gut, reduce the inflammation, so that when you do want to go back in, like we're about to go to fight, I'm going to have some Mai Tais and some drinks and things like that. But it's not starting on top of an already puffy, inflamed gut. It's starting from a nice, clean gut. So then when I do add those things in a little bit, it might kind of go up a little bit, but then once I give it a chance to kind of heal again, then it'll come back down. But it won't be such a big change. So that's my soapbox about sticking with it for the 4 weeks. And if you have questions, let me know. I am happy to help, but I will not be posting. So I'll post this meal plan this week, and then I won't be posting a meal plan for a couple of weeks because we're going to be away in Hawaii and I won't be meal planning. But hope you guys have a great day and a great start to summer, and happy to help if you have